Well, good afternoon. It is Tuesday, December 13th. Welcome. This is Raven Dana with Walking Between the Worlds. And today I just want to talk for a few minutes about this lovely time of year, the solstice time of, well, all the big holidays for so many different people. Solstice and Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and I think there's like 23 holidays happening all around the return of the light or the celebration of light. And it is the dark time of year. It is winter, at least here in our part of the world. And generally, what we do, of course, at this time of year is get super busy and do lots of things and pack our schedules full and get tired and cranky and anxious and exhausted. And so I'm just reminding you today, we're going to do a meditation, but it's just a minute's reminder to honor the season, which basically means to slow down, to go inside yourself, to visit the dark. It is the time of short days and long nights, time to sit by the fire and dream, read, call people, talk to people, tell stories. Just take a couple of steps back this year and give yourself that space to rest, to recalibrate, to recover from the year before we slide on into the next one. Again, at this time of year, we're heading into the quiet time. And right after that is spring. So take this time. Cancel a couple of things that you don't want to attend. Go ahead and say no to some of those quote-unquote obligations and give yourself a day or two of rest, a day or two of just being with yourself, for yourself, or being with a couple of close friends, having not a crazy wild time, but a comfortable, calm time. It's something that we don't often allow ourselves, and this is the perfect time of year for a big pot of soup or stew and a couple of friends and, a little afternoon chat or a game of cards or something fun on the television that just lets you all be with each other and remind each other what it is to be friends, to love each other, to be kind. So that's my thought for today. And now we'll go ahead and do a meditation, a winter meditation. So get comfortable. Find a place to sit with your back fully supported, where you can just relax for about 12 to 15 minutes. And as you breathe, you allow your breath to relax. Allow your breath to become slow and deep. Find that place in your breath, that still point. Rise up to the top of the breath and touch that still point. And let yourself float gently down to the bottom, resting on that still point. Breathing in, you rise up, and breathing out, you drift gently down. Relax. Allow yourself to let go of thoughts, worries. Let all the tension in your body drain away. Close your eyes and feel your body let go. Settle down more deeply onto the surface beneath you. And as you rest, with every breath, your body relaxes more deeply and your mind becomes quiet in that space between thoughts. Images begin to rise around you. And you find yourself looking out at a wintry scene. There's rolling hills covered with snow. And you hear something. You hear sleigh bells. And a sleigh is coming up over the hill towards you. There are a few people on that sleigh. And the driver is wearing a red scarf, a little hat, and with just a sound and a whistle, he brings those horses to a stop in front of you, and you climb up onto the sleigh. You're greeted by the others, and with a click of the tongue, the horses begin trotting their way through the snow again. It's a bright blue wintry day, and the sunlight on the snow is like a million diamonds. You can hear the sleigh bells, the hoofbeats of the horses, your own breath. You can hear distant church bells and the sound of crows in the trees, distant traffic, far enough away that you can barely hear it. Up ahead to the right, you can see a large barn fully decorated for the holidays with ivy around the door, with old-fashioned lampposts. And the horses know the way. They see the barn and they get excited. You could feel them pick up their pace just a bit and head toward that barn. And now you can smell the scent of pine, hot chocolate, coffee. The air is a little warmer as you approach the barn, and the horses pull right to the side of it. People come out to tend the horses. The old driver climbs down from his seat and extends a hand to help each of you off the sleigh into the snow. The path is shoveled, and you walk along the path into the barn, where again you see a festive amount of lights, decorations, trees. There are people laughing. You see a big fire pit on the far side of the barn, out the other doors. There are people gathered around that fire. But inside the barn is very warm as well, comfortably warm. You can smell hay and horses. Someone places a mug of a hot beverage in your hand, and you look down and see, oh, it's exactly what you want. It's warm enough that you slip off your gloves and wrap your hand around that mug, and it feels so good. You take a seat. You find the perfect place to sit, where to the left you look out barn doors that are on this gorgeous landscape. You see again the rolling hills and the true blue sky and the snow and the long blue shadows. And through the other set of doors, you can see people gathered round the bonfire. You can smell the wood smoke and hear the crackle and pop of the fire. The fire pit is large and people sit around it, chatting and roasting marshmallows. And you and the others who are on the sleigh are all seated in the same place. And the driver comes bustling over to you and says, "Okay, people, check your pockets." And you think, what on earth does that mean? But you do. And you find that your pockets are filled with rocks. And he nods and says, "That's right. Take them all out and leave them right here on the floor." And sure enough, down around the bales of hay and under the benches and seats, you see now. It's the place to drop these rocks, all different kinds, small pebbles, larger stones, white ones, black ones, rocks with veins in them. Everyone is laughing and a bit surprised at how many rocks they have. And for you, the rocks just keep coming. You pull them out of every pocket, dump them on the ground, and the driver laughs and says, "That's it, people. Get them all out. This is the place to leave them." And you suddenly feel this wave of energy. You feel light and free. You had no idea what you were carrying with you. None of you did. But you can all look down and point and laugh now at the little pile of rocks that's gotten bigger and bigger as you've all emptied your pockets. And a little short person in a big green hat carrying a bucket comes over and begins loading those rocks up into this bucket. You bend down to help and are told, no, don't touch them. You took them out of your pockets. You don't want to pick them up again. And you let this person go about their business, gathering those rocks, filling that bucket to overflowing. And he whistles, and someone else comes over, a big man with bulging arms and a big bushy black beard. And he grabs that bucket as if it weighs nothing at all. He nods at you and winks, takes it outside. "Come now," the short elf-like person says to you all. "I want to show you something." And so you follow him. And he goes back to the back of the barn, where there's a small door that you can't even see until you're all the way up, all the way to the far wall. The door has a star over it. And it slowly creaks open, and you all peer out the door into the beautiful snowy landscape, and you see something remarkable. You see a long, gorgeous wall. The wall is there between the forest and the edge of the road, and it's made, you imagine, from all the stones, from all the people that have come by here. And the elf-like man points and says, "Now that's a much better use for the stones." and you nod in agreement. And he scurries you all back away from the door and lets it close. And you go back to your favorite seat, pick up your mug and have a long drink of your delicious hot beverage. And you kick out your feet and lean back and close your eyes and take in all the aromas, pine and cinnamon, coffee and cocoa. And you begin to breathe your way back, slowly, breath by breath, breathing your way back to your body, to the room in which you rest, to this moment in time. Returning with you is the magic of this place, the permission to drop your burdens, to look around and to see the beauty that surrounds you. You come all the way back to the moment, filling your body with your own awareness. You're refreshed and relaxed. And you open your eyes, look around, and smile. Thank you for coming with me on that journey. Solstice is a week away. Christmas is right after that. I'll be back a few more times this week with meditations and a short class and some announcements for the coming year's classes. Have a lovely evening and enjoy some restful, joyful moments. Thanks for tuning in. This is Raven Dana at Walking Between the Worlds. Bye now.